Hi guys, today we'll start with the concept unrestricted grammar. So type 0 grammar is also called as a unrestricted grammar. Unrestricted grammar is in the form of alpha tends to beta. Already in the Chomsky hierarchy we have seen how we should have the alpha and how we should have beta here. So this is the alpha here and this is V. The meaning is at least one non-terminal, in the left hand side, and this is beta. This is all the basics already you have studied in the first unit. So this is how we should have an unrestricted grammar. Now the concept here we will be seeing is how to convert the Turing machine to unrestricted grammar. So you will be giving the transition functions for the Turing machine. So that Turing machine we have to convert into the unrestricted grammar here. Unrestricted grammar is, this is a form for unrestricted grammar. So this is a thing. We have two steps here. So type 0 grammar can be constructed directly from the Turing machine transitional functions, just as I said. Unrestricted grammar, from where you can convert, we can convert directly from the Turing machine transition function. So for that, what are the steps we have? We have two steps here. First step is no change in the length, and the second step is change in the length here. So it's little difficult. Let's see it step by step here. First you have is no change in the length. So all the steps we have to do when you are converting into the unrestricted grammar. So no change in the length. So if you have the production in this form, just see the production, that is if a right transition you have, if you are moving to the right, then this is the grammar you have to write. This is a production you have to write. And if you have the left, then this is the way you have to write here. And for all AP belongs to gamma. So I'll just show you with an example for only no change in the length. Then we go with a change in the length here. I'll explain you with an example first with the no change in the length. So I'll take an example here. Okay, this is our example. Construct a Turing machine with the following transitional functions, convert to the type 0 grammar. And we have to check the string AA. The meaning is whatever the productions we are getting, that means the type 0 grammar we are getting, for that we have to generate AA. Okay, now let us start now. This is the transitional function table is given, and it is given Q naught is initial and the final state here. So what is the first step I said? The first step I said is it is no change in the length. It is no change in the length here. These are the productions you have, and if you observe the productions, just you take down these productions. So and for these two we have is a right we have. So for the right, you have to consider this production now. So how you have these two in the left hand side, and this should come to first and right. So same way I'm writing here. So what is the production you have here? Delta of Q naught A will go to Q1B right. And what is another production you have? Delta of Q1A will go to Q0B right. Now from this production, now you are writing this. How you are writing? I said just check the thing. Q0A tends to this B will come first. So B Q1. Now another one, Q1A B Q0. BQ0. So this is the first step, no change in the length. Now coming to the second step now. So what is the second step you have? Change in the length. So change in the length, as already we have seen in the linear bounded automata, you have a tape restriction, left end marker and the right end marker here. So now first in the second step, change in the length, we will see with the left end marker, and then we will see with the right end marker steps here. So change in the length. So left end marker at the left end. So these are is a thing you have. This is a production going to traverse. So these are the productions you have for the left hand marker, and this you will be having for the right hand marker. You take it down, I'll explain you step by step. So up to here, this will be the second step. So now let us check it here. So now the second step, first step we have completed. Now we are coming with the second step, change in the length, that is we have to consider for the left hand marker. So the left hand marker, this is the thing you will be getting. If B appears next to the left bracket, then this is a production you have to take. So for the left hand marker, this is a production you will be taking here. This is the production. Now coming to the right hand marker. So right hand marker, what are the things you have? If B appears just before, okay, you just take this one. For all belongs to gamma. So gamma is all the tape symbols here. So AP, nothing but this is what are the inputs you have here, A and B. So for this one we are writing now AP, B, this one. So for AP means nothing but A, B tends to A. Now what is another input you have? B. The same thing I am writing here. So this is for all the inputs. This is for two inputs we have taken. I'll just write down here again. AP, B tends to AP. So by using this, I have written these two productions here. Now what's the next thing you have? What's the next you have here? For all Qi belongs to. If Turing machine is going to traverse all this, you just leave it. You just remember this Qi B. So Qi is to, what is the thing you have? Qi B. Thing. This is the thing what you have here. Now Qi are nothing but the states here. What are the states you have? Q0 and Q1 are the states you have. So first with the Q0 closed right hand marker tends to Qi is nothing but Q0 B closed. And what is another one you have? Q1. So Q1 and right hand marker tends to Q1 B. So this is for the right hand marker you have taken. So this is for the right hand marker and left hand marker. Right for these two we have done. Now we have the another one. String is confined by the two end markers, and here you will consider the string is between these two. The string is between these two symbols here. Any symbols we can take. So between these two symbols. So these two productions again we have to write. Let us assume that the string is confined between these two end markers now. So what is the first one you have? This is for all the states. So production rules. Okay, for now for end markers. End markers already I said these are the end markers now. For end markers you have to write. So what is the first one you have for all the states now? What is the first state you have? Q0. So Q0, this is the thing. And for Q1. So this for the first production. Now the another one for not the blank symbol, for all the other inputs now. What is another in all the inputs you have? A and blank. A and blank. So blank we should not take, only A only we have to consider. So for only A dollar A. And this is one you have. And what is the another production you have? This is one more production what you have here. QF. QF is nothing but you have is Q0 is the initial and the final state. So for the final state, this is Q0 B tends to S. Q0 B tends to S. So by using those productions, we have written all this using the formulas. Now what is the last step is we have to reverse the direction of the arrows now. Change the direction of the arrows. So how S tends to Q0 B, A tends to A dollar, Q1 tends to Q1. So all these whatever the productions we got, these productions, this and all these productions, let us change the arrow and write it down. Now what is up to here? After changing the arrows we are getting it. Now what they are saying, this is the string what we have to check here. So we have to check the string now. That means from the productions whatever we have generated, we have to check whether the string AA will be generated or not. That the string AA will be generated or not. Now let us see here. As already I said, the string AA will be between these two symbols. Between these two symbols, already I said. So the string you are taking between these two symbols, and you are taking initially the Q naught state, and the left end marker and the right end marker you have to consider. This is the thing what you will be considering now. Again I repeat, the input will be between these two symbols and Q naught and the left end marker and the right end marker. Now, all these are the productions you have now. From all these productions, you have to derive the string. This is the string what you have to derive now. Now, what is our start symbol? S is our start symbol. So, from this, let us start now. From this, we are starting the production. This is the thing what you have to derive now. Now, this is what you have. Now, according to this, we have to just go on deriving now. So, you have a production. We have a production for Q naught B parenthesis. If you check here, I have just written here. It tends to Q naught. Now what is happening? This is changed to Q naught. Now again, open braces. We have a production B Q naught. Now again, we are taking the production B Q naught will be Q1A. So it's Q1A. This is changed to Q1A. So now again, we are taking this open braces B. So again we are taking BQ1 is Q naught A. Q naught A. So if you observe, we are getting Q naught A here. It's okay. We do not get that symbol. So Q naught A. Now Q naught again, this is a symbol. So these two symbols we got the match A. And this is final you have. So this is just like a trial and error. We have to see the productions, how we have done for the left derivation and the right derivation. Just like a trial and error, we have to select the productions and we have to derive the string here.